Hmm. Hey everyone, welcome. It's Wednesday. It's the brush hour. It's really excited to have you here. Let's get painting. My name is David Lozeau. For those who are new, we're going to do some painting tonight. I'm a Southern California-based Day of the Dead style artist, and we are painting today. We're doing some fun, different stuff. Well, it's skull, so it's not totally different, but it's fun and part of a triptych, and I'll explain that later on. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Feel free to fire any questions you have about art and such. We're going to paint for about an hour, so feel free to hang out, and we're going to do some work. So thanks for joining me. And just to get you caught up, this is a triptych. It's a 3-part panel. This is a 3-piece original. So this is a commission we're doing for somebody. This is based on a Mothman legend. So we'll kind of discuss some of that later on. But this is basically the first panel. You can see here, I did the background as acrylic. All these colors are gouache, kind of like an opaque watercolor. What I'm doing now is enamel. And this is where all the detail and line work goes in. So we're going to do all the dark line work all the way down this piece, and then we'll do it down this piece, and then it'll all come together. So this is the most fun part. So you've come at the right time. So we're gonna get painting, and so if there are any questions you have about it, and, make some art. I'm going to have just some detail you can see. Brush hour usually we do the whole piece beginning to end, so you don't get to see the kind of the progression. So it's fun to have a multi stream piece for once.
Melissa says hello.
Hello, Melissa. Thank you for joining us, as always.
One we can count on.
She's it.
I believe in her.
Unless it's an anniversary or some crap, then we get blown off.
Well.
You looking for Bunny?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's over here.
Oh, he's up by you?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Had treats.
What is he doing?
Just sniffing my feet.
Hoping
I have extra. I somehow.
that you will provide.
Yeah.
I took their snacks away. They just had some big snacks.
Yeah, they are not happy with what's going down here.
Yeah. Believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise it's sound of chewing and
crunching and crunching.
And the dogs are loud too.
Yeah.
Hey-o. A little bit of detail inside that wall.
Was it weird to not paint this for a week?
It's always I gotta have that always that irrational fear that I'm gonna forget how to paint in that style, and it won't match when I go back. So yeah, it actually feels comfortable to get back to it. I said irrational.
I wouldn't know. I mean, I don't paint.
Yeah. No, I definitely like one project at a time. I like get what I'm done working on and kind of finish it to completion. So yeah, to stop on something is not what I like to do. So I'm excited to get back to it. This week I was working on the center panel, which is 18 by 24. I did all the gouache on that. So you'll probably see that panel next live stream. We'll start painting the big guy. And I'll hammer out finish this and do the other side panel offline. So you guys kind of get to see something fun and different. Now we're just inventing flora and fauna detail. I guess flora. I do feel like sometimes the pieces I work on during a certain time period are connected by, some minute details that maybe only I can see. Or I'm like, oh, I painted that cowboy one at the same time I painted that car one because look at that line. That line reminds me of that.
Fresh Mex 85 says, what's up?
Hey, Fresh Mex, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. We're just getting after it here. My head's probably in the way a little bit too much here. Apologize for that.
T. Ridgeway Art, loving the line work.
Hey, thank you, T. Ridgeway. Appreciate you hanging out. It's my favorite part. I rush to get to this part. I want to make lines. I want to do the enamel, carve it out. This is really it makes me excited, and it's what I want to do. All I want to do. The rest just kind of gets in the way. Mm-hmm. So for me, this is always the fun to fast forward and kind of cheat and speed to this section.
Fresh Mex is saying the vibrant colors almost make it look digital.
And that's why we live paint, because that's kind of, people are always kind of surprised when they see the line work or they see the colors. Digital is really the first guess. So I appreciate that. I'll always take that as a compliment.
And you also, though, have to dispel that rumor.
I also have to dispel that rumor. Exactly.
That's a funny part about it. You look digital before digital was digital.
Exactly. I'm artisanal cheese now. It's cool again.
Yeah.
I've got to be, again, I was, when digital got really big, 10, 15 years ago, I was the hand painter guy and stuck to this. And I kind of came full circle. I do digital stuff. There's a place for it. I think you're able to do your tools. You should be a good artist either way. Plus, the sarcastic right walk, you can't make your art. Power's out.
Well, I think anytime people don't see it done, nowadays they wonder if it's AI or digital, and that's
for sure.
totally valid. I mean, because a lot of people do that.
Oh, exactly.
I'd like to say that not that there's anything wrong with that, but I think there's something wrong with that. AI isn't real art. AI just steals other people's art to make new, and digital is art. It can be artistic, I guess, be art, but is it mistake-ridden?
I have no Command Z.
Is there a way to fix things that are in a manner? Actual hand painting is world. Fresh Mex is asking what your thoughts on digital artists. When I visit a gallery and see digital.
Here we go. Hey, so I'll be real. I think a digital artist next to real artist is garbage. And
in galleries.
And in galleries too. Like I think that does a big disservice. Now I'm not saying photography. I'm saying digital art. If you do digital art, but you also have originals there because you're a painter too, like in some way, then good. But if you're just like collage artist, still, to me, it's not the, it's not painting, it's not creating art. And, you're just using tools, applying filters. Exactly.
That's the thing is, okay, then lump digital artists collaborate.
Yeah, and let them compete against themselves. Exactly, compete against themselves in the digital realm. Sure, there's a place for it. I mean, I love concept art. I love that kind of stuff. But I'm still prejudiced of it.
Yeah.
People are prejudiced, and here's the thing: I get to say that because people are prejudiced of my work doing skulls my entire life. So I get to be prejudiced of digital art. That's my allowance.
Well, here's the hot take: you can like
exactly.
Our feelings were aligned in that when you see art at an art festival, gallery, or represented itself as a real / important. You're like, well, that's in the animal is subjective, which is food, clothes, style, taste, anything like that.
Yeah. Just again, when I see crappy pop art, I think it's terrible. That kind of. But there's a place for it. Someone likes it. There's a then who am I to say? Exactly.
But should it be sitting there in a gallery priced the way it is, and should it be represented in the way that it is, or that it's super difficult, or that it's not regular art?
Well, it's not to piss people off. What else I hate is the circus art. The guy who paints with his hand, flaps around, puts it upside down, and it's Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, if somebody's painting this on the Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah.
As a street artist, if it's performative, it's performance art, and there's a time for that, and put no price.
No price there.
But people will. People go to Vegas all the time and are very happy to see some splash around.
Yeah.
Do the same.
Spray paint exactly the same piece he's done 50 times.
But that's how that person makes their living. I bet you that person could do other art, but
found their groove. They can sell this. Yep.
By saying that collage stuff, it takes me back to 90s magazines. Collage is created by teachers.
Yep.
Well, especially media. Sometimes I think this makes media really interesting. It has 3D elements, but a lot of mixed media is collagey, and I don't like it. I don't like if you're gluing, written materials onto the art. I don't like that. To me, that's junky.
Yep.
But people buy it. So by all means, if you can make a living. Janice says hello.
Hello, Janice. You're just shitting on all art. It isn't ours.
Specifically digital.
Yeah, digital.
But actually, because I've never I'm like, and everything. Please don't be arrogant.
Yes. Yeah, that's probably the best takeaway. Exactly.
Please hand your place digital art. That's fine, and there is work to be done there. But I don't want to hear you be caught.
That's a great way to put it. Exactly.
Have to round up your dogs because they want to chase them. They made it look like they wanted to go get a drink. I took them to the water, and then they ran around.
They said, "Nope, we're here to chase lizards."
They were that. Yeah, I'm an art snob for sure.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
I have very strong opinions about.
And you know what? You get to, because we have done art festivals for 15 years. We have seen thousands of artists, thousands of art at these art festivals. Each show has 800 artists, and we've done thousands of shows. So we've seen so much art. So I know, it's funny. I know like the default, the resin pour bullshit, boring stuff. Like the resin pour boring stuff. The guy who collages, the guy who does the pop art logo stuff. Like, we've seen it all. It's boring, and I know what you are because you're not creative. You're just, offended. Remember you said it wouldn't happen?
Yep. Unbelievable. I didn't see what he did, but he just pushes that little body.
Yeah. And away he goes.
So I fear our barrier is no longer holding. I think we're in a New Orleans situation. It's going to break. They've had dinner. Hopefully they just sit down and shut up.
Because that's how that works.
Yeah. That's what we're shooting for. Terrible dogs. You hear him sign it.
Yep.
Yeah, he's all
very disappointed what you've done here.
He can't believe it. He really can't.
Those are the best teeth I've done in a while. Sometimes it all works out correct. Let's fix this part right here, which I have as going like this. Do we offend all the digital artists?
Don't care. Not something I worry about.
No. But for all those in the Tennessee area, it is confirmed. The tickets are booked. I will be there doing a live demo October 1st to the 5th. I'll be doing a live demo at Hart and Huntington, right in downtown Nashville. I'll be doing a mural right inside the shop. So we also have a whole bunch of other stuff being released at the same time, which I can't talk about yet, but you'll see the whole custom stuff that I did with it. So we're excited about that, and that is happening. And like we asked about last time, we will try and do some kind of stream or sharing it. We are doing a full video production of the event. They're having a full guy do that, so we'll try and also maybe live stream from the event on the nights we were doing it there. But fun to get out and travel to area I haven't been to and share the art. So let's see how it goes. I've done a mural in
Oh gosh, a long time.
I mean,
asked about it a lot.
Yeah.
But, I think you always try to steer people towards large scale paintings that they can then move.
Yes.
Mural and install is, that's it.
A lot of work too, just from a me painting point of view. So I do try and push away. So, but yeah, so I'm excited to do it. But is the octopus the last one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, long time.
That's
to me, like, I totally get wanting a mural, but people, like, you're gonna want to freshen up the wall. You're gonna move things around. To me, it's
yeah.
You can do panel that it's move, hard to move. It can be moved.
Yes. The deciding factor for them was that they just signed a 10-year lease on the place last month. I know, and they were like, "Okay, we feel confident enough to leave." Because that's the same thing I said, same speech I gave them. Like, you might want to take this with you. Yeah, but yeah, excited to do it because it has been, like we just said, maybe more than 10 years. That's bad. Carving out all this flower material, all these organics back here, just kind of pushing this moth forward. Oh, come on.
He's so bored.
Babies. Hi, babies. Making the weird lines you don't understand.
Yeah.
Why are you
What
doing
does
that,
even
sir?
mean?
Like I said, it makes you feel any better. I don't know either. This is why I love the enamel so much, is I'm able to make these super fine lines and thicker lines, all with the same brush, all with the same paint. You know, the brush is really relevant to the it's the paint that's making it do that. The paint lets me, you know, have these mixture of lines.
Beer Geek Collectible says, love your art. I now have a few prints. Hope to own an original one
Hey,
day.
thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming to the stream. Thanks for following, supporting the art.
Being a beer geek.
Being a beer geek, appreciate that too. Fun creatures, these little mothy guys. Again, this is why I love the commission. I never would have got a chance to paint these little moths. These eyes will really pop when I go in with some white and just hit the highlights on top of them. They'll really and so the Mothman big piece I'm doing is again 18 by 24, the full Mothman, and he has these same red eyes. So when the pieces all hang next to each other, it really pull it all together. And I'll share all that when we finish it. I don't know if they're watching and they're stoked about what they're going to get. Here. Quiet on the interwebs today.
It is quiet.
Always like something happening. Is there another war? Did we miss something? Zombies.
Spudzer says hello again.
Hey Spudzer, thanks for joining.
That's my first thought is when it's super quiet. I'm like, zombies.
Yep.
Everybody's out there getting their necks chewed open.
Yeah.
And we're in here just boop boop boop. We're on the internet.
Yeah, that sounds like a mess. I'm not going out there.
Spudzer saying you seem to crank out work really fast. About how many do you do in a normal year?
Whoa, great question. So I do a variety of sizes, which kind of affects that number. Like the 1824, which is like my normal size for big paintings. I probably do 10 of those a year, probably. Yeah, because I do 2 at the trade show, 3, 4, 5. So I do about 10 1824s. I do probably 10 smalls. Stop me if I'm wrong. Like probably 10 smalls, like 10. Some a lot, some a little. We're live streaming every week.
I'm gonna say you do what we consider smalls is let's say
Yeah. In the custom frame. Yeah.
10 by 12, 10 by 12 in a
Vintage frame.
A vintage frame would we consider a small painting.
Yes.
That's a single sitting. It takes a few hours. You probably have to age about 20.
Yes, so 20 of those.
And then the next level up would be kind of in that like 14 by 4 range, in that range, kind of mid-level.
Yes.
Hangs on the wall. It might be a store-bought frame, might be a custom frame, probably
3 or 4 of those, right?
I'd say 4. I'd say 10 of those here. And then from there, it's varied. I mean, paintings can be 4 feet by 3 feet.
Yeah, I just finished up a 5-footer. Yeah.
3 or 4 of those, 3 or 5 of those. You can have custom commission that are on the large size. Those could be 10 a year. It's hard to say now. Overall, it's a long story short. It'd be 50 pieces a year.
But I say it's fairly average, probably a little less than 1 a week, right?
But now because life and.
But the live stream is also filling in some of that gap.
Yeah, but we take it easy now.
Yeah.
Where in the past.
That's taking it easy.
That's taking it easy. And how prolific you are and can be when we're doing. People need. I mean, I know you would eat 2 large paintings a week.
Yeah.
If you sit Dave down for an 8-hour stretch, which he can paint for 6 hours at a time, it's crazy. With very, very minimal breaks, a piece will get done. Like these 2 pieces. This is part of a triptych. This is the 2 flanking pieces. We would consider this kind of in that. It's not in the small range, but it's not a full coverage painting either, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the mediums.
It's kind of small to mid-size. I know if you just sat down and painted, you could finish both of these.
Oh yeah, these are only not done because I wanted to share them on the live stream. If in my normal world, these would be done.
Yeah, if it was, or if the necessity was there, or a job had to be done, it's amazing if you go. Even a big mural, doing a big mural. What's the date for that?
October 1st to the 5th. That. I mean, live painting Friday to Sunday, the 2nd to the 4th.
And where? What's the whole detail?
So in Nashville, and I'll be there at Hart and Huntington at the tattoo shop. The big huge building they have there. I'll be painting. Basically, it's like an 8 by 8 foot mural, and I'll be there painting. So I'll finish that.
Yeah, it's. I have to say now, not regimented the way we used to when we were doing all the time.
I was bringing two pieces to 3 pieces per show for the weekend.
Plus maybe 2 small pieces. Like he could literally paint for hours at a time and churn out multiple pieces. and you could do that today. But the point of where we're at now is to not do that anymore.
Yes.
To just go at a pace that's fun and comfortable, sustain our life, but not trying to kill ourselves. With the luxury of people to slow down and pick and choose. Like this piece he was doing on the live stream last week could have easily started the other one, finished the other one, but it's like there's other things and there's business and life and so it's just like there's no rush. Enjoy the paintings a little more.
Exactly. Keep painting fun.
I mean when we were in that mode of painting, doing shows, I think that was very fun too.
Oh no, for sure. I love painting. Right? My brain loves painting.
Your brain, you like to paint, and so there's tons and tons and tons of these. But I think there's nothing wrong with just slowing down.
There's still a lot of pressure because we come back from a show on the weekend, and then I'd have to get my next pieces ready for the next show. So I love it. I was, not burned out. It's a constant. I got to make more paintings. I got to get my stuff ready because I like to get them all the designs finished, done, and ready to be painted. I don't sit there at a show and go, "What am I going to paint?" I have my paintings ready to go. They already backgrounds are painted. The drawing is transferred and traced on there, and it's time. And that's why I love doing the live stream because it captures that same fun, painting in front of people. I like sharing the work. I like showing that it's, that hand painted, not digital, and live stream do that.
Mural, obviously that's a wear on the body. That's a lot of on your painting. It's not that big of a piece changes how fast you do it. It's just wear and tear.
Yeah. Just the physical aspect of painting, 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Because I have
arm in weird positions.
And I'm doing line work, and my line work will still be this line work. So it's a lot of line work to be done.
Yeah. Now, when you do the mural, are you doing
cocaine?
Well, I don't know how you do that short period of time, my friend. So you do the background just like you normally do.
Yeah, blocking your colors.
Blocking your colors.
Yep.
Are you going to go and do it section by section, big brush, little, or is it like all the big line work?
Great question. I have no idea yet. In my mind, I feel like it's kind of a mixture. Like take a section, like if I was doing like eyeball, I would go in and do the big lines and then go through the small, or I may do all the big shapes and then like do it by brush. I haven't quite decided. I will be doing some testing before I go just to figure out how my brain wants to do that.
But you can paint not on a wall. The panel use one size brush.
Yes.
And tiny brush.
No, I will not be able to do that for this.
You cannot do that. So that's what I was trying to figure out. So you're finding how to.
It's a great question.
Yeah. I feel as though you don't want to switch brushes off so much, and that you're going to be in the groove of something, and you're going to use the bigger brush to do the real basics.
Totally agree.
Super locked in, and even use that big brush to do neat by touch, right?
Yes, that's how my brain feels like it's going to be. Like I said, I'll have to wait and see how that plays out when I'm there. But that's exactly how I feel. I want to paint it. That's how in my mind it feels like it should work.
That's how I feel like. I think it'll be interesting. I hope you can live stream some just videos.
Well, there'll be full video. That's a good thing. I have the full crew, and I'll have my video, so I will be time lapsing at least. Worst case scenario, I have a bunch of video, but I do hope so.
I feel like when we have to paint, I feel like we'll do the big block of line work and form, and I think people are going to look at it and
yes,
because a lot of people will be detailed and interesting, and I think it'll be very funny that some people will see what is essentially layer like 3 of 5.
Yep.
Because you'll have the underpaint, or you'll have the background, you'll have the underpainting, and you'll have a certain kind of line work.
Yep, shadows and highlights will all be laid in. Yep.
And you'll be on the enamel or on the line work, and it'll be like step 3. and people will think 3 is done.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be. And then I think probably, I would say, one of the 2 other side brushes.
I have a brush like this. It's actually this is like an 05. I have a 12.
Right.
It's the biggest this kind of brush can get. It's kind of like as thick as a pencil. That I think in my mind, bringing that because I in my mind that's all my finished work.
Right.
That's all the nooks and crannies. Yes.
And the first swipe at it, which would a good amount of time, will be all that work, all the heaviness, down,
Yep.
which would be considered.
Yes.
And then I think that's where you some highlights and lowlights, some definition. And I think it's funny that people will think that's the finished product.
Yeah.
And then because just the way your line work is, and then I think you're going to come in with yet another smaller brush and do alternating color, right?
Yep.
Some variation of the line work color, around with highlights and things like that. There may even be a final step. All the whites, right?
Yeah. The last step will be popping some whites here. Just pop some highlights. Exactly.
So maybe you look at it as but I think people will look at step 3 and think this is the mural.
Yeah.
And it'll look really good, and it'll look like they imagined. And there's going to be many more hours and many more steps to what the line work can do.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
I think those last 6 hours of the mural, we went all like, oh, that's what it is. That's how it comes together.
But I don't think anybody would think any less of where you're going to be at between hour 10 and hour 20.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think they would be, oh man, it's looking great. What do you do now? What do you spend your time? And you're like, oh no.
Yeah, get comfy.
No stuff. So I think that's the fun part about line work and the effort and what you're able to do because you love it. Like you said, it's just fun and it's adding extra layer.
And the piece is appropriate for the level of time and stuff. So I'm excited because I really feel like I've left myself, knock on wood, because it doesn't go sideways, but I feel like I've left myself time to do all that, to really get in there and make all that and have time to really nooks and crannies it.
And I think that that little finishing stuff is so interesting because that's where I think you're going to get weird with.
Get weird with it.
You know, that's what lines is so what is understand you're representing. It's like where that comes from. I think that will shine. You know, big like that. I think people will be able to stand 20 feet back from it and be like, "Wow, really cool," and then get up close to it and be like, "What the hell?"
Exactly, and I'm kind of designing it with an aha-ish kind of moment in the mural itself too, like the way I'm designing it. Like there's going to be obviously a far part that's really cool, but there's also going to be some up close. Oh, I didn't even notice that until I got up close.
But you're saying minerals at night you're painting on canvas in a wall or mural?
So I don't use canvas. I use board, coated masonry. And that takes great. I'll tell you right now, I don't care if it's a wonderful surface. Painting where I can control the size of the object in front of me is always better. Mural brings location, standing, sitting, back, physical strain. You know, not to be an old whiny guy, but that's really no matter what.
So you don't have canvas anyway. You have what is essentially almost very
yeah, almost like a little more than paper.
To you in the way you line work.
Yes.
Canvas is flat,
yes.
Right?
Yes, canvas has pits, and I don't want to have to go over a line 10 times. I can make a smooth, tiny hairline, and because the surface is perfectly smooth, the brush just goes right through. And unlike canvas, that it would break over the pits of the canvas.
So when we're looking at this wall that they have, naturally walls.
It's got a little bit of orange skin.
Right. So how much? Until you get
I know until I get there.
How
I've seen the picture. It doesn't look terrible. Like you said, you don't really know until you get there in person. And that's why I'm using a water-based media that I can kind of reduce a little bit with water. So hopefully, if it is super clunky, then you can a little looser with a little more water with the paint to fill those holes.
But is the paint opaque enough?
That's the delicate dance, and that's you want to make sure that I like these out of the bottle so it will be opaque, not have to reduce it. You gotta kind of figure out when you get to the surface.
I was just saying, what do you put the wall? Is there under?
So great question. Normally, if you do a full wall, this design is like imagine. So what it is, it's a giant tattoo built hand. So that's sitting on the wall. I'm not buffing the whole wall. I'm not painting the whole wall. I'm just putting my hand and this design kind of on it, like it's been kind of painted on there, but you still see the color of the wall around the edges.
And that's your choice.
And that's my choice.
They were going to prep it any way you want.
Yeah, my choice. The way it is, I want it to look like it's integrated in the wall. So normally you do you always want to kind of do some kind of primer coat, just so the paint is opaque and shows through. I'm not doing that. I have very opaque paint, and I have to do a couple of coats in the color area. But I'm going to deal with that. That's the only problem I have to figure out when I get there. But the black is completely opaque no matter what. It's all lighter color. So, but yes, you normally would want to do some kind of primer coat. When they do T-shirts, they basically hit the entire design with white and then print on top. That's exactly what you want to do. You kind of let the colors be bright and bold. So you do a whole buff coat, with a nice primer that's a little bit of texture to it and white. That way your colors are really fun. Just like you do when you paint a house. But because of my timeline and the workflow, I'm not going to be buffing it. I'm going to be going right after it. You kind of do that first layer, a nice solid color, a little thick maybe, and that should hopefully be. I don't have any big areas that you'll see through because I have so much line work. I can kind of get away with having a little bit of transparency. And there it gives some texture to the painting, and it looks hand painted. I don't want it to look like it's vinyl sticker printed out and put on. That's my biggest thing. I got to make my goal is not look like that. So make sure that I really play that game, make sure it really represents and doesn't look cheap.
So it's a small tech issue before actually your months and split. No, we were having this problem about a month ago.
Yeah, no idea. So I'll have to look into it afterwards. But thanks for the heads up, because we need to know that stuff.
That's frustrating. Sorry about that.
That's frustrating. Live streaming sucks.
Yeah, it's just there's so much equipment for how janky we're even doing it. It's just so much equipment, and it's so hard to kind of get everything to cooperate. How much time are you thinking left on this?
We'll probably wrap up in about 5 minutes. Full pull here. I like what's going on. Let me do this, carve out this brass plate here.
Spencer says, appreciate the informative answers. Hope you have a great day.
You too, man. Thank you. And again, thank you for joining the live stream, and I hope you come back. We do this every Wednesday. We're painting. Sometimes it's big paintings, sometimes small paintings, but we're always painting. Going to use here, and we'll wrap up. So get your last questions in. We will pick this up next week. Unless you're a digital artist, then you probably won't come back. Use the rest of the paint. As you can see here, once I have all my colors down, the enamel I do move pretty quick.
Cassie Custom Arts is one of my favorite painters.
Thank you, Cassie. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining the live stream. Keep my head out of the way here.
Spuds are saying, yeah, it's Thursday morning there in sunny Thailand. Not exactly on a Wednesday painting, but
Not exactly Wednesday. Look at your calendar, whatever that day is right now. That is the time we do the stream.
Spuds are saying, if you have a website or gallery, you should put it in the Twitch description for sure.
Don't
I?
Is it not in there? Come
I
on.
think it is. Probably not in the description.
We'll talk to our tech team, and we will yell at her as soon as we get off the stream. Just ratted her out.
What the heck is wrong with you?
What's going on there? Because yes, we do have that. All right, my paint's gone, so we'll wrap that up for now. But yeah, I want to thank everybody again for hanging out. I love doing these. I love hanging out, talking art, sharing the painting. So we'll be back here next week. We'll be doing another part of this triptych. We're going to do the main panel. Very excited to share that. I'll share some progress of the underpainting this week, so you can kind of see what's coming up. But again, I hope you'll join me for that, and we'll see you guys again every Wednesday, 5 o'clock PST, or Thailand Thursday early morning, apparently. So again, we'll hope to see you guys. Thanks for all the great questions, and take care.